At this point, Greg, they've got a pretty good idea of what they need to do to win this series.
And in round one, coaching becomes a huge factor. You've seen what you're up against. Now it becomes a question of who can make better adjustments on the fly.
And the starting group for the Spurs. We've got Trey Murphy. Vucevic is out there with Holmgren. Then there's McCollum. And it's George in at the shooting guard position. For three, Holmgren. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Now here's Morant. Back to Davis. No good on the shot. Good D by Holmgren. And now Allie LaFour says something for us from the sideline.
I briefly spoke with New Orleans head coach, and he told me one guy that we have to always be cognizant of is Chet Holmgren. Coach explained his biggest impact comes on the defensive end, so we can't overlook his offense. He's a 7-footer with guard skills. He can space the floor and is very efficient around the rim. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Now here's Morant. After the miss from Chet Holmgren. Davis with a screen on McCollum. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Well, that's a very early foul for him. Needs to be more careful and not pick up a second one this quarter.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Lets it go from 11. The rebound by James. And so James will bring it up for New Orleans. It's a 3-point game. There's the triple. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Showing some range. LeBron more than capable of hurting you from deep.
Pass to Vucevic. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Holmgren sets the screen for McCollum. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Now here's Morant. Back to Okoro. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. They trail by 3. Pass to McCollum. And here's Vucevic. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Guys, the moment Vooch gets that ball in the paint, he can beat you in so many different ways.
Now here's Morant. And it's Alvarado in the corner. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
That's a terrific kick-out pass. When the defense collapses like that on the inside, you've got open people outside.
Here's McCollum. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul. Here's Vucevic. Outside, Dort. Pass to Holmgren. McCollum outside. Just 5 on the clock. It's over Morant. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Alvarado passes to Morant. Okoro setting the pick for Morant. Fires from deep. He doesn't hit that one. Spurs trail by 4. McCollum outside. At the elbow, Vucevic. For Davis. And it's Vucevic missing.
And you can see the defender's afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Morant finds James. Puts up a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. LeBron's got 6.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside, Dort. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And Davis throws it down.
And really with the off-the-charts explosiveness, Davis just punishes opponents on those alley-oops.
He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Showing the quickness right there. Just tough to keep up with it.
Pelicans leading by 4. Morant passes to Okoro. Down low. Here's LeBron. Can't hit that one. Great D that time for Vucevic. To the wing right side. Takes a 3. And Trey Murphy gets the 3. 5 points in the game.
You watch Murphy. He has a great-looking shot. It's effective, too.
Alvarado bounce pass. And Davis can't get it to go. The Spurs have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Pass to Morant. Here's Okoro. And the Pelicans miss again. Jacks up a 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
The Pelicans trail. Outside, Davis. Morant finds James. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one. The Spurs have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Now, here's Holmgren.
And Holmgren possesses sky-high potential. His length and versatility making him such an intriguing prospect.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw drops for Holmgren.
Well, you talk about new school big men. Chet Holmgren is in that category. Rim protection and perimeter game all rolled into one.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Queens checked in. And Thomas subbed in for Jose Alvarado. And San Antonio also making a switch. Bagley, he's checked in for Vucevic.
What I like about Holmgren, he's a lot more physical than his frame would indicate.
Dort against Morant. James, the pass to Queen. And the rejection by Holmgren. And Okoro with the basket on the assist by LeBron.
And this is who James is, a guy who's always looking to pass it and involve his teammates.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. New Orleans making a switch here. Off's jacked in. San Antonio also making some changes. Kenrich Williams. He's checked in for Holmgren. Caldwell Pope comes in for Dort. And Ball subbed in for McCullough. Caldwell Pope against Thomas. Ball from long range. Drains the three-pointer. And the Spurs lead by 2.
Over his career, Lonzo's become more of a finisher, gaining trust in his jet.
Morant bats for 2. Bagley with the rebound. They're the Spurs with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Quick first step there. Bagley's faster than most players his size. He gets up on you in a hurry.
San Antonio shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And the first one at the line is good.
And the game Bagley has reminds me a little bit of Chris Bosh, a sweet lefty who plays with force and passion.
Gary Harris is checked in for a Okoro. The Spurs also with the sub. Williams is checked in. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Pelicans trail by 3. Harris passes to Thomas. That one, no good. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. Pass to Williams. Over to the left wing. Bagley sends a screen for Ball. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. No good on the 3. Spurs leading by 3. Here's Bagley. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
He's a real wrecking ball inside. Once Bagley has solid position, you almost have to foul him.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. First free throw is good. No good on the second free throw. Pelicans trail by 4. On the wing, Harris. Back to Morant. There's the pick. Pass to Thomas. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Contavious Caldwell Pope with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
The 3 from Morant. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, that's a good sign there from Morant. He needs to keep making those shots in order to open this offense up.
There's Ball with the 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Look to start a new streak after losing on Monday.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
And missed free throws are killers, especially when you consider how many they miss. Hopefully, they stay late to practice after that.
It's stolen by Harris. And now the Pelicans on the break. The 3. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Now here's Williams. He's covered closely. Here's the drive. Pelicans with the rebound. Huff's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now here's Morant for 3. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting 43% since taking the floor today. Harris outside. From outside, off the mark. The Spurs have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. And Williams with the stuff.
A truly unselfish player. Ball is always looking to create for his teammates.
Pass to Harris. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Harris has got 5 now.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
And here is Williams. Here's Bagley. It's hauled in by Thomas. The Pelicans leading. Morant outside. Pass to Queen. The three-pointer is right on target.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Now here's Williams. He's tightly guarded. Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
And how about the leaping ability of Bagley? He gets off the ground with ease to throw that one down.
Back to Thomas. Morant with a wide-open look. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Morant's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. A shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Pelicans leading by 6. Harris looking it over. Pass to Queen. It's Thomas outside. The shot that time, not on target. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Cam Thomas is out there with Morant. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then it's Isaac Okoro. And it's James in at the power forward position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now Holmgren after Isaac Okoro missing on that last three-pointer. Davis dishes to Morant to the inside. That's good from Thomas on the assist by Morant. Morant's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Spurs trail by 8. Takes the 3. McCollum, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Morant kicks to Davis. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to McCollum. Now, Vucevic. He's guarded by Thomas. Vucevic, the pass to Holmgren. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And it's Davis with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game.
Well, the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
And it's Isaac Okoro with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So Jose Alvarado, he's checked in for New Orleans. It's San Antonio now. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Outside, Dort. Shot clock at 5. Holmgren sets the screen from McCollum. Shoots over Alvarado. San Antonio again missing.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's McCollum. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Vucevic. It's Dort on the wing. Off the run. Alvarado grabs the board. Pelicans leading by 14. Floats it up for Davis. It's stolen by Dort. McCollum outside. Over in the corner, Dort. Spurs working the ball around now. It's stolen by Alvarado. Thomas gets a wide open look. Offline with his 3. Spurs trail by 14. Holmgren outside. Here's Dort. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Dort's got 5 points so far.
Very good inside. Dort's got great upper body strength.
Davis with a screen on Vucevic. Here's LeBron. Misses the wing J. San Antonio's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Pocket 6. For 3, Holmgren gets the 3-pointer to fall. 8 points for him.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Now Alvarado. The 3 from LeBron. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got 3 assists tonight.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Now, here's Dort. He's defended by Alvarado. Pass to Holmgren. He lobs it up.
Go up and get it. Trey Murphy.
New Orleans leading by 10. Davis with a screen on Vucevic. LeBron passes to Davis. Ignoring the contact, Anthony Davis.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Stolen by Okoro. from downtown. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
McCollum against Thomas. Back to McCollum. Door the screen on Thomas. 6 on the shot clock. And here's McCollum for 3.
Well, he hasn't made a shot, and his team is losing. Time to find another solution.
Davis with a screen on Holmgren. No good with the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's George. 5 points in the game. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Okoro with it. Davis with a screen on McCollum. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
Well, picking up his second foul, he can still be aggressive, but has to be smart about it.
Marvin Bagley's checked in for San Antonio. Spurs trail by 15. McCollum outside. Bagley the screen. And a dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
We've seen what this young man can do, and we're seeing it again here. Murphy having an outstanding game.
Now here's Davis. Back to Alvarado. Davis. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, he's picking it up here in the second quarter after a slow start.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. You look at James, what a contribution.
Well, they failed to break this guy's rhythm. Maybe a break in the action will help.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Queens checked in. So it's the Spurs now. 15-point game. Dort against Thomas. Dort misses. And so Thomas will bring it up for New Orleans. Pass to Alvarado. The 3-ball. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Pelicans lead by 17.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
With the floater. Holmgren finds McCollum. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Alvarado. McCollum no good.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots. Better selections. You have to be set up for success.
There's the pick from deep LeBron. Rebounded by the Spurs. Over in the corner, Dort. Spurs passing it around. Bagley kicks to Dort. Pass to Holmgren. Launches a three. And James pulls it down. James has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
Here's Queen. There's the three. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Back to McCollum. Trying to get something going. Pelicans with the rebound. Davis has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Alvarado passes to Davis. Davis sets a screen. Loads it up for Davis. It's stolen by Bagley. McCollum outside. Pass to Holmgren. Thomas against McCollum. Holmgren in the corner. Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. James has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
Now, here's Thomas. They lead by 20. It's the most we've seen. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Yeah, the defense is working hard to stifle Thomas, but he turns close coverage into a good foul call.
Shoot 2.
And he makes the first.
When you think of prolific scorers, Thomas's name has to come to mind quickly. Now it's about him fleshing out the rest of his game.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Off's jacked in, and Harris subbed in for James. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Kenrich Williams, he's checked in for Holmgren. Williams comes in for Trey Murphy. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Dort. And it's Lonzo Ball in for C.J. McCollum. Now here's Williams. Williams looking around. A floater. Yes, that goes in. Williams has got his first points in this one.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Morant outside. Pass to Queen. Back to Morant. Shoots a three. Queen can't get it to go. Spurs trail by 20. Inside. That's good from Williams on the assist from Williams. Williams has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Harris kicks to Morant. Here's the screen. Pass to Huff. Beyond the arc. It's good from long range. Huff's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Bagley. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And they haven't worked it inside as much as they did earlier in the game. Now that they have the lead, they don't seem as determined to pound it down low.
The Spurs have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. On the wing, Harris. Back to Morant. To the right side. Puff passes to Harris. Lets the three fly. They get it back. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
Yeah, easy call.
The Pelicans have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. And he sinks the second.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Right side Bagley. And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. New Orleans on top, up 19. From New Orleans, back in a moment.
43.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Coming into halftime of Game 2, there's an air of confidence for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Well, they were the tougher team in that half, and it showed up in a number of ways. Just look at the rebounding numbers, Ernie.
Yeah, that differential really sticks out. It's one of the ways they overwhelm you. Looking at the scenario for the New Orleans Pelicans, as they look to get back into the series, this first half, a strong step in that direction.
You ever heard the phrase, no biscuits, no syrup? Similar to no retreat, no surrender. I like how they're remaining competitive.
Man, I'm getting hungry, but staying after it, continuing to play their game, that's all you can ask for.
No biscuits, no syrup?
Yeah, I've heard that a lot growing up.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
NBA playoff round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Trey Murphy is out there with Chet Holmgren. Then there's McCollum, and it's Vucevic, and it's Dort in at the 2-guard. Now here's Holmgren. And it's blocked, and they recover it. Clock at 4. A 3 from McCollum. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
Vucevic the pass to McCollum. Vucevic a screen on Morant. And that's out of bottom. San Antonio will retain possession.
San Antonio.
Vucevic the pass to Dort. 5 on the clock. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by Dort. Vucevic has got his team on the board first here in the second half for San Antonio. Morant with the screen on Vucevic. And a wide open look for James. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Pelicans lead by 20.
Oh, textbook pick and roll there. James doing a great job breaking down the defense.
And Vucevic kicks to Dort. Pass to McCollum. Holmgren the screen. Looking to end his cold spell off the left rim and out.
That's one for their first 4 to start the second half.
Morant outside. Off target on the 15-footer. And Holmgren has the ball here for the Spurs. And here's Vucevic. Back to McCollum. Holmgren sets the screen for McCollum. There's the 3. Again, McCollum missing.
They haven't found their rhythm here in the third, missing 4 of their first 5 attempts.
Morant reaches to Davis, to the middle, the jump hook, and the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
I mean, he's doing all he can. He needs help out there.
Here's LeBron after the basket by San Antonio. Davis with a screen on Vucevic. And finished off by Anthony Davis. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 13 rebounds.
Oh, my goodness. AD wanted them to feel that one. Davis boosts his whole team with that explosiveness.
Spurs trail by 20. And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. You look at James, what a contribution.
Well, shutting down his three-point production has to be top of mind for this coaching staff. A new defensive approach is a must.
Pass to Dort. Here's McCollum. Over Morant. McCollum, no good.
All right, I'm just going to say it. He's 0 for the game. Might be time to stop shooting the ball.
Here's Alvarado. Rebounded by Vucevic. Spurs trail by 20. To the inside. Dort. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Dort's got his third basket of the night.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
From deep and again for 3.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And he's now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game. McCollum against Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Morant.
Well, that's the kind of energy they want to see from Morant, making an impact with his defense.
LeBron kicks to Okoro. New Orleans moving the ball around. Morant passes to LeBron. Fires the three. San Antonio with the rebound. Here's McCollum. Still yet to score.
Yeah, just powerful stuff from Vucevic.
New Orleans leading by 19. Morant passes to Davis. Unable to get that one. San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Dort. A shot off that time. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Okoro shot is off. And so it's Holmgren with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. New Orleans has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. James looking around. And again, no good by New Orleans. Spurs trail by 19. Down low. Here's Holmgren. Banked in off the glass. Holmgren's got 10 points in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
LeBron passes to Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Man, you'll get ahead of steam when there's that much of a lane. You can't get in AD's way.
Now here's McCollum. Still scoreless. Over in the corner, Dort. And it's off from three-point range. LeBron passes to Alvarado. Here's Davis. Shoots from the elbow. That's good on the jump shot. 14 points for Davis.
Yeah, even though Davis can create for himself, you love to see him get set up in rhythm.
Cullen passes to Vucevic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And on top of that, they've really been dialed in from deep, just dropping triple after triple.
Free throw drops for Vucevic.
Well, with his rebounding and scoring, Vucevic is a nightly double-double threat.
So for the Pelicans, Queens checked in. And it's Cameron Thomas in for Jose Alvarado. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Now James. 20 points for him. Pass to Queen. It's stolen by Vucevic. Here's Holmgren. And that one comes up a bit short.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Knocks down the 3-ball.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And so here is New Orleans after the basket by San Antonio. Pass to Queen. He tries for 3. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And it's McCollum in the corner. Shoots over Okoro. McCollum, no good.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going through.
Some guards are absolutely fearless working inside. And Morant very high on that list.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. First free throw is good.
Well, Morant is so athletic that he finds himself at the free throw line a lot.
New Orleans making a switch here. Off's jacked in. He's perfect from the line this time. San Antonio's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Ball, the pass to Bagley. There's a good screen. Hits the three-point bomb. Bagley's got 10 points.
And what's interesting about Bagley, I mean, he has solid form as a shooter. The results from distance, though, have been inconsistent.
Now here's James. 20 points for him. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances, really using his head.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Well, that's what Caldwell Pope is out there to do. A terrific shooter from three-point land.
Right wing. Back to Morant. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Harris is checked in. Ball against Morant. Outside Williams. Shoots it up. And the Spurs scoring again. Pelicans leading by 16. Morant with it. He's got 8. Rebound by Williams.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Connects from three-point range.
Well, you know, the mechanics are different, but you can't argue with the result. Lonzo can bury threes.
And here is Harris following Lonzo Ball's 3. Here's Huff. Bagley with the block. A solo fast break by himself and finished off by Bagley.
And at 6'11", Bagley is a huge target. When he runs the floor, it just makes everything easier.
Now here's Thomas. He's got 7. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And stolen by Thomas. And here comes Thomas, leading the fast break. Nice D from Williams. Spurs trail by 11. Caldwell Pope for 3. No good, shot missing. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Outside Thomas. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Thomas got 6 here in this quarter.
Bang, bang. The pass was there, and Thomas was shot ready.
Outside Bagley with the fadeaway. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip. 1:10 left in the third quarter. And here's Morant. He's got 8. Pass to Huff. Launches a 3. Cracks in the tray. Huff's got 7 points in the game.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Shoots a fader. Bagley, no good.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
Ball against Morant. A rebound by the Spurs. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Misses the 3. New Orleans leading by 15. Harris passes to Morant. Pass to Huff. the shot. He's got 9. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Pelicans. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with Coach Tyronn Lue.
Hey, we okay. Just one basket at a time, all right? Keep playing. Keep getting shots. That's all right. There's blocking coming out of the basket. Just keep going, all right? We all right. They going to come back in one possession. Got to keep playing, all right?
Imploring his guys to stay positive, not to get down on themselves.
Kevin, he wants his guys to just slow down a bit out there. Good message from Coach Lue.
And we're with you again as our round 1 coverage continues. They've got LeBron James. Thomas is out there with Morant. Then it's Isaac Okoro. And it's Davis at the 5. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now here's McCollum. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. The rebound by James. James has got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the paint. Here's Davis. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Vucevic checked in for San Antonio. And that one falls for Davis.
And when healthy, Davis remains an absolute force in this league on both sides of the ball.
Vucevic finds Dort. Pass to McCollum. The 3. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Okoro dishes to LeBron. Lets it go with the 3. And Okoro with the basket on the assist by LeBron.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Pass to McCollum. Dort kicks to Holmgren. To stop the run. Shot clock at 6. Dort with a screen from McCollum. Shoots over Morant. And he's finally able to knock one down.
Well, you just got to love the control McCollum possesses on those in-between jumpers.
Okoro passes to LeBron. Davis with a screen on Dort. The 3 from Morant. Rebounded by McCollum.
Even though it hasn't been his best game, they're still up, and that's what's important.
Vucevic setting the pick for McCollum. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Vucevic with the bucket. 10 points for Vucevic.
Well, offensively, that's what you want to get. Vucevic from point-blank range.
James up top. Vucevic defending. No basket for the 7th time in 15 attempts this game. Cullen passes to Dort. Nice ball movement by San Antonio.
You see the full strength and athleticism of Murphy on this jam.
And so Morant will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's Davis on the wing. Pass to Okoro. It's intercepted. It's up a 3. Good on the 3-point shot. He's got 19.
Well, that's now his 3rd triple of the game. First here in this second half.
Outside, Davis. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. Davis setting the pick for Thomas. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And that's his 4th. Getting into the danger area now. He's going to have to be a little more cautious down the stretch.
And the Spurs with some changes. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Vucevic. Jeremiah Robinson-Earl comes in for Holmgren. And Okogie subbed in for Trey Murphy. Now, here's Dort. Pass to Robinson-Earl. Now, Jordan. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Shed to stop the drought. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting two. And he knocks down the first one. Okoro, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. San Antonio also making some changes. Marvin Bagley's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Holmgren comes in for Jeremiah Robinson-Earl. And Trey Murphy subbed in for Josh Okogie. And so he makes both from the line. Spurs trail by 18. Now here's McCollum. Holmgren outside. Pass to Dort. A three ball. The rebound by James. LeBron's got 8 rebounds in this game. And Okoro now top of the key. The offensive rebound. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact. And he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Holmgren.
And really one of the most challenging covers in our game. Davis, hard to guard given how versatile he is.
Morant, he's checked in for the Pelicans. That one misses for Davis.
And one of the best big men in the game. Davis continuing to prove how dominant he is.
Bagley kicks to Dort. Five on the clock. Bagley with a screen on Morant. A three from McCollum. Nailed from three-point land.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. But let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Morant against Dort. To Alvarado. And the Pelicans miss again. Spurs trail by 17. McCollum outside. Bagley with a screen on Morant. And the Spurs another 3.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
Here's Alvarado. James in the high post. Count that bucket. James has got 24 points.
No question James has the green light from anywhere. That mid-range is just another area where he's dangerous.
Now here's McCollum. To Bagley. Wants to get it to Holmgren and does. Releases. Pelicans pull it in. Davis has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Alvarado bounce pass to the wing right side. Okoro off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. They trail by 16.
And Murphy has become a more well-rounded offensive player, and that includes his ability to draw fouls.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
An impressive young talent, and Murphy knows his role is to use that scorer's mentality.
He hits both from the stripe.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Morant passes to Davis. Pass to Alvarado. For the three. He can't hit that time.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game.
Fires from 14. And he can't bank that one in.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
A three from Morant. Dort grabs the miss.
Well, his team has the lead, but this has to be a bit of a concern for him. The shot isn't falling, and it's been a forgettable night.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And it's Alvarado missing.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
Now here's McCollum. He's guarded closely. Pass to Dort. Back to McCollum. Over Alvarado. McCollum, no good.
But the effort's been there for him, just not getting the results.
Now James. Davis with a screen on Dort. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by James. James has got assist number 8 here in this one already. McCollum with the ball to the right side. Bagley kicks to McCollum. Here's Dort. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, that's his first three here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
Pelicans leading by 13. Morant with the screen on McCollum. Morant outside. Morant off the bounce. Yep, that one goes in there. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 12 assists. Cullen passes to Holmgren. Here's Dort. Stolen by Okoro. Morant with it. Now defended by McCollum.
Yeah, Morant is just a force of nature. Exceedingly difficult to guard him without foul.
That's good from Morant. The Spurs making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in. And so he hits both.
And this team will make you pay when they get chances at the free throw line. It's helped them pull ahead here today.
And one of our featured players tonight earns our player of the game, Anthony Davis.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
Falling into a two-game hole would have been a disaster, and he knew it. He's done everything in his power to get momentum back on their side in this series. Pelicans leading by 14. Outside, Davis. Now James. The response triple. Answers back.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
It's in there.
Look, we don't see Murphy take a lot of mid-range shots, but his jumper is pure from anywhere on the court.
Thomas checked in for New Orleans.
What's up? One shot.
Well, he doesn't get to the line all that often, but Murphy is nails at the stripe.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little freedom as well.
James. And he does not hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Lou Dort. The three doesn't go. Pelicans leading by 14. Here's Davis. Morant outside. From deep. Dort with the rebound. Spurs shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Now McCollum. Vucevic a screen on Morant. McCollum, the shot misses.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way. And guys, that's going to wrap it up. Fans are piling out the exits. Obviously a huge win here in Game 2 for New Orleans.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for Davis.
Well, you know, his work on the glass was a key factor, helping to turn the tide as far as the possession game, and so often that's the difference.
Two shots.
Shooting two.
And that one misses. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Kenrich Williams, he's checked in for Holmgren. Zaire Williams comes in for Trey Murphy. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Dort. And it's Lonzo Ball in for C.J. McCollum. And he's good on the second.
Every point matters in a game like this. We should remember that in this free throw when it's all said and done.
Now James. Williams with the rebound. Drives to the hoop. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
San Antonio from 15.
From outside, no good. And here is Thomas. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. And you got to feel good about getting each. Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. Well, that'll...